Hey everyone, this is Miss Frankie, and I'm going to be talking today about lesson 4.6, which is division and the distributive property. Now I'm going to break this into 3 short little segments because there's 3 different ways that our book teaches the students how to do division using the distributive property. It's going to be a little bit different than what we used in multiplication in the distributive property, but it gets us the same idea. I'm going to start with using rods. Now in the classroom we used base 10 blocks, which are just what I'm calling them. They're rods and they're cubes that we use to actually manipulate with. I'm going to show you how we draw them out. So I have a math problem, which is 78 divided by 6, and I'm going to use this on each of the 3 parts to help you understand the 3 different ways. To make 78 divided by 6, I'm going to draw 7 rods. Now the rods represent our tens. So there are 7 tens, so I have 7 rods. You'll notice that these are not tally marks, so I'm not actually crossing them off when I get to 5. I'm just leaving them at 7. Then I'm going to make 8 cubes. Well, let me get my cubes going here. 3, 4. They're not wanting to show up. Let me try that again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Figured out a better way to do it. Okay, so I now have 78 shown to me in my base 10 blocks, or my quote-unquote rods here. I'm going to now draw 6 circles because I'm dividing by 6. The reason that we like to use circles is they're easy for the kids to see and they're easy to work with. I'm going to scoot one of these over here since I'm running out of room. Okay. What we're going to start by doing is putting each of the rods into a circle. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to cross off all 6 of those that I've used so I know I've used them. Now, you'll notice I'm left with this 1 rod. I can't put that 1 rod equally between all 6 of the circles. So I have to exchange that rod for 10 ones. So I'm going to add 10 ones to my ones list I have out here. There we go. There's 10 of them. And then I have crossed off that rod because I'm done with it. I'm not using it anymore. I have all these, I have that 10 shown here as ones cubes. So now I'm going to take each of these cubes and I'm going to distribute them to each of the 6 circles. So I put 1 cube in each circle. Then I'm going to cross off 6 cubes because they're in each of the circles. And when we have the cubes in real life, it's easy to see. If you want to use this at home, best way to do it is use pencil and money. So pencils can represent the rods and your money coins can represent the cubes. You'll notice that I still have some left over. So I'm going to go through one more time, putting 1 cube in each of the circles and crossing off those 6. Well, if I count up, I have 6 more, so I can go ahead and put 1 more in each of the circles. And then I'm going to cross those off, and now I have used all of my base 10 blocks. To figure out what the answer is to my math problem, 78 divided by 6, I look at the circles and I decide what or how many is in each circle. Well, there's 1 rod, which stands for 10, so I know there's going to be a 10, and then there's 3 ones. So 78 divided by 6 is 13. Now, this is using base 10. Not every time will we have to exchange out rods. Sometimes it works perfectly and we can have each of the rods in each circle. But sometimes we have to exchange for 1 or more than 1 rod. So make sure when they're exchanging that they're actually putting the 10 in addition to the ones they started with. Okay, I'm going to move on to part 2 now. So if you have any questions about part 1, let me know. Thanks a lot.